Fairy-type Pokemon are cute, nasty, lovable, pranksters. Honestly, there's a lot of ways to describe these little dudes, but they seem to have a lot in common with European folklore about fairies. Something on the surface looks nice and trusting, but on the inside it's actually vile and rotten to the core. Those are just the vibes I'm getting, honestly, especially Hattrem. That is one creepy f***er. But what if you grabbed this type and applied it to real life? What kind of animals or monstrosities would even exist? And do we already have something that sort of resembles a fairy type in real life already? I look at the real world, especially the magic of evolution and natural selection, and combine those together with Pokemon to make Pokemon real. So far, I've done two types, Psychic and Steel. And today is, well, Fairy. The patrons have chosen for it. Fairy is pretty much magic to its core essence. It's not as easily definable as, like, let's say poison or fire. Because poison and fire, well, I mean, they're real things. They're poison and fire. Same with Steel. And even somewhat the same with Psychic. Like, yeah, Psychic doesn't exist, but psychokinesis and moving things with your mind, well, it exists in media, so we have something to look at. One could consider the fairy type to be close to Ghost because they both have this whole creepy thing going on. But the main difference is that fairies, well, they make you feel safe before they kill you. Ghosts, they don't care. They want to scare you. They thrive off of that. Are house cats fairy types? I mean, they look at you so cute, and they do this because they know you think it's cute. Even dogs do this. Their eyebrows that they move, yeah, they've evolved those over time as they departed from wolves. These animals know exactly what they're doing. But what if you don't automatically trust such a fairy-like animal? Then it really doesn't matter how cute it is, does it? You just won't go near it. Well, what if this animal has a way of making you feel safe with the use of, like, some chemical manipulation or something, like drugs, weed, or ecstasy, which makes you feel relaxed and lower your guard because of all the dopamine that's being released inside of your brain? Or something heavier like cocaine, which gives your brain lots of endorphins to work with, which are the pain and stress reducing hormones. So even if an animal is attacking you, well, why should it let you worry you? You're just chilling. Same with a lot of medicine. If you take a bunch of pain relief, well, you're not going to feel any pain. Amphibians come to mind, especially frogs, which are known to be poisonous. And you even have psychedelic toads. Like, yeah, media didn't lie about that. Lick one of those and you'll feel something akin to LSD. Totally psychedelic, dude. But I want to do something more interesting, more out of the way. So, let's have a look at Toxoplasma gondii. This is a bacteria that can infect any warm-blooded animal at once. But cats, mainly domestic cats, are its main hosts. And when said kitty is infected, it's called a toxoplasmosis infection. This happens when a cat eats anything contaminated. So prey, and they also get it through other cats, their poop. In fact, if you have a cat, you're likely to be infected. I'm infected. Remember that old crazy cat lady trope? Well, that's not fake at all. She's infected, the poor woman! In reality, there's not too much to worry about, though, if you have a healthy immune system. But in case you're worried, you can keep your cat inside so that it doesn't come into contact with the bacteria in the wild. Or at least lower the chances. Or just, don't own cats. The real interesting effect of this bacteria, however, are in rodents. What it does is that it actually removes the fear of cats, blocking the natural aversion to cat smells, which are often present in poop, and pee. This is thought to have been an evolutionary adaptation of the bacteria, because if a rat, for instance, is no longer afraid of a cat, well, the bacteria gets spread to said cat, which gets spread to other rodents, through the kitty, poop, and the cycle continues. Already messed up, right? No longer being afraid, even when a predator is right next to you? Well, it gets worse. So, rodents have been observed to have an increased fitness when around this stuff. And that means that their balls swell up and they get horny. You ever seen rat balls? Well, they get even bigger. Imagine that. Some giant predator wanted to eat you. And instead of being freaked out, you're feeling freaky out instead. Honestly, that's a perfect strategy, even if it's messed up. Because the rodents, well, they stop being afraid of the predators, meaning that those infected get eaten and the bacteria spreads even more. And even if they don't get killed, well, they'll just be horny and make more babies, which then also get infected and run around all over the place, spreading the bacteria even more. For these rats, would a cat being infected with this bacteria count as a fairy type? Because it makes you lower your guard, despite it being pretty dang dangerous. Well, maybe, but I want to take it a step further. Okay, so let's say that the bacteria starts to evolve even more, infecting even more animals around it, and having a bigger effect on us humans. A lot of us already think cats are cute, with their big eyes, their cute meowing, and our bond with them is only growing bigger and bigger due to them being almost everywhere where we are. But the bacteria can easily spread through a lot more hosts if it really wanted to. So humans suddenly jumping the shark on getting even more cats because they're getting a dopamine rush from all that infected cat pee and poo? Then yeah, real life fairy types. They would have completely taken over our homes and society just to live comfortable lives while we buy all their food and keep them happy and fed. Even if humans weren't a thing and cats were being predated upon intensely without their human protection, I still think that this would happen, albeit more in an extreme and admittedly speculative fashion. Okay, so the cats and shit, and then predators who are around that stuff, they may feel like, hey, why am I predating on something? I'm feeling sexy, I want to make some babies! Or they would get a hit of dopamine from those cats' excrements while hunting, and they think like, hey, you know what, let's not kill off all these cats because they make the feel-good poop. And that would be a symbiosis. A one though. And that is how the fairy type of Pokemon can be made into real life, or at least the symbolism of fairy type. Or just look at this pink fairy armadillo and just call it a day. Let me know how you would make the fairy type into real life, or, you know, just comment, algorithm and stuff. Ty Burns, Michael Piccirilli, DeltaMajora, Gwen Joy, and Daelyn Knyght. Y'all are the best, and thank you for the support. And with that being said, I hope y'all have a good day, night, or morning, and as always, take care.